to cancel because of a few issues. Some people weren't feeling it, but also D&D Beyond was having server issues, which would really impacted the play without having access to any stat blocks of anything. So yeah, unfortunately, we're had to cancel. As everyone's week, I guess 2 weeks been now at this point. Nothing exciting happened.
Not much, just same old, same old.
Plenty of excitement, nothing fun. So,
anybody have any fun D&D stories from last week? Any other campaigns you're in? Taylor, I know you got what you could share.
I was like, that felt very pointed.
I mean, a bunch of us here are in other campaigns.
I mean, it kind of was.
I play a bard in this other campaign, and usually I'm not a successful roller, but every single roll went well this time. And we convinced a group of guards to leave their carriage, come out to the side of the road and drink with us. Then I used sleep potion on all of them, and it all worked. And then we stole a carriage, got 2 chests of gold, and left them tied up on the side of the road.
I'm sure not one of them were embarrassed.
Seems accurate.
I've never seen my DM write down so many notes, too. So I'm like, I'm going to jail. My time is coming.
Find out next week you got a 200 gold bounty on your head.
Probably. Yeah. The list of crimes is not short, too, so it's due.
It's maybe a little more than 200.
All right.
Alright, Sass, do you still need a few minutes, or are we in a spot we can get
I
rolling?
think we got everything pulled up.
I believe Sass is saying hello to the stream.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. As I close the tab a little too soon, I could have watched.
Still working on things. Sorry.
No problem. Just figured I'd check in.
Hellish rebuke.
I don't even have my face on.
Feel like that's a horror line. Like, you hear a creature say that, and you're like more concerned.
I was gonna say it kind of sounds like something Ed Gein would have said.
Jesus.
I didn't say which face I was putting on yet, so.
Whose face?
Now, this campaign actually has a few interesting horror references, but Ed Gein is one that I feel like could have fit into this quite well. There's one that I was gave me a smile when I read it, and I'm hoping somebody will recognize it when we get to it. I don't think it'll be this session, but it is in one of the 10 towns.
Is it horror or true crime?
Think like Arctic horror, but real life Arctic horror is how I describe it.
There's a few things that fall into that category. Is it a campsite with a whole bunch of naked corpses that are all over the place?
Oh man, Yellow Pass. That would make one hell of a D&D one shot to like just inspect what's going on there. That might be an idea I might need to work into. The official reason they've given, there's no way that's the actual what happened.
None of the reasons, official or otherwise, that they've given make any sense.
You don't need you open.
Bob, can you send me the pages again, please?
What page is Roll20?
Yes, that thing.
Go back over here, I can grab it. Yep. Oops, I don't need that. And let me know if that link works. If it doesn't, I will find another link. I think that one should be fine.
I am so sorry, everyone. Yeah, that worked. Thank you.
Cool. I didn't know if that link would be like linked to my account or something, but if you were able to open it, it's all good. Alright, so who feels confident that they remember what happened 2 weeks ago? And can give a brief little summary for people. I like challenging my players to see what they remember.
I don't remember yesterday, so.
Oh, I recall us meeting up with Hilm Trollbane, who gave us the task of both bringing back the metal that was stolen, which we successfully did, and looking into the killings of 3 people that were stabbed, presumably with a dagger made of ice. One was a halfling trapper, and one was a human shipbuilder, and one was a dwarf glassblower. And we all kind of went separate ways to gather some information from guards and from town hall and from somewhere else that I don't remember.
It's a local church.
The
House
local
of the Mormon
church.
Lord.
That's the one. I knew that.
Oh yeah. I was like, yeah, I am this person.
At this point, I'm going, like, it's probably safe to assume that everybody's forgotten if they made any plans 2 weeks ago, what they are. So we'll start fresh, and you guys can decide what your next steps are. Reopen my notepad.
I do remember that we were either going to talk to his family or go talk to the person in charge.
I think I remember sending my familiar to look for that roaming caravan.
Oh yeah, the carrot.
Oh, right. I did forget about that. I'm going to take a look see at that. Okay, I don't think we made any checks for that yet, by the looks of it. Were you able to figure out how to get the familiar onto your character sheet? Don't remember if that was an issue we had or not.
Do what?
Just having access to your like familiar stat block onto your character sheet, just so you can make checks from it.
I think we figured that out.
Okay.
But now, if
But
I
the
remember,
So
it, that's a
you're-
different thing.
So, what is your plan for sending him out? Are you just having him go to another town? Are you having him travel the roads? What's the goal?
Traveling the roads and asking his demon connections if they've heard anything.
Okay, so it'll probably take some time for you to get an answer back on that. You're having him go invisible, I believe you mentioned.
Correct.
All right, so you can give me a advantaged investigation check from him, which would just be an intelligence check if he doesn't have proficiency in intelligence. And then I'll keep that number in mind and tell you what you learn at a later point when he comes back.
Let's see. Got a 9 on the first one. Oh. And a 0 on the second one.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. At least a 9 isn't too bad for early campaign. Let's see. And also, out of curiosity, are you giving him any cold weather gear, or is he just going out in his nude, fleshy body?
Nude.
I figure he's a demon. He can be nude.
Sounds good. He doesn't have like cold resistance to him or anything, but I'm sure he'll find a way to deal with it.
Actually, according to this, he's got damage resistance to lightning, cold, fire, bludgeoning,
Oh, shit,
piercing,
he
and
does.
slashing. And
All right. Well, cold resistance.
Okay,
certainly.
I'm all set up finally. Jesus.
and
Sounds
immune to
good.
poison.
All right. They are better started than I thought they were. All right, cold resistance is definitely going to help him out. Especially, you won't need any clothes for him then. As long as he doesn't stay out longer than 24 hours, he won't have any issues. All right. Other than that, what does the party want to do? Nope, not care.
Well, we start.
I heard you say where we start, but yeah, I think you might have cut off or.
No, that was me because I pressed to talk, right?
Yeah.
So I lost my buddy. She's not here.
Yeah, she's on vacay. But the party can split into new groups now. If need be.
I can always go alone too. I am a hermit.
Who is good about talking to wealthy people?
Wealthy people are overrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were heading to one of the towns, one of the other towns.
That is an option. Do you guys remember what towns?
We still need to talk to the guy's parents too.
the victim's parents?
Yeah, that guy.
Do you guys remember what towns have had these murder victims in? I can remind if need be, but I figured to see if anybody made note.
East Haven, Targos, and Bryn Shandar.
Wait, we're supposed to be making notes? God damn it.
They help. I mean, I don't like say you have to, but they certainly help. But yeah, he got it there. Bernshander, which is the town you're currently in, East Haven, and Targos are all towns that have had these murders. You also learned that each of these towns hold what are called lotteries for humanoid sacrifices to Oral, which is the winter goddess that has put this area of Icewind Dale into a never-ending winter. They're escalated to humanoid sacrifices to hope to appease her to get a little break from winter, which hasn't worked out quite for them yet, but
One day.
oh, and you also learned that the people that were killed were all people that had found ways to get themselves out of the human sacrifice lotteries. Hope that rings some bells.
Mm,
All right.
Alright.
Horror's coming to me. My door just randomly opened, and nobody on the other side.
Well, it was my
As
familiar
door closed.
stealing your notes.
All right, that's rude. Steal from God. Well, I guess that's on brand for your familiar.
Have we determined the timeline in which the other victims died in correlation to the caravan?
No, you have not. You do have somebody currently going out to get information on the caravan. You have not asked anybody about timelines of that stuff yet. I think all you know is that the most recent, like the body you guys looked into was the most recent of the killings.
And the caravan left the day after the killing?
They left
Okay.
like later that day,
Later that day.
or yeah. Double check that. Might have been. Okay, early that morning is when they left.
And I feel like that's our closest lead.
I agree.
And you in the maps chat in Discord, there is a like large map of the area. So if you want to look and see of other places you want to go, there's a reference to that for there. Get back up to here. If you wanted to travel, oh, we even got no reason to go there yet. Targos to the west is a 2-hour travel. Unless you guys are able to afford like dog sleds or mounts. But I don't think the party has too much money yet.
Mm. Mm,
So,
Do we
where are
look like
going?
we're rich?
You might be later. It's opportunities
True.
to earn money.
So do we want to stay and ask about the caravan, or do we want to head west?
Do we know where his family was? Like, are they still at the house of the Morning Lord, or?
They weren't there when you last went, probably an hour ago in game time at this point. You could, you might have asked. I think you were told where he lives. So if you do want, or where he lived, if you do want to go to his house, you can do that.
Was that where he was murdered?
No. Well, technically speaking, you don't know where he was murdered. You know where he was found, where his dead body was found, which is like in the middle of this courtyard here, where he was like led spread
Okay.
eagle, laying in a pool of his blood, stab wound to the chest from a non-physical weapon, or non-steel weapon, I guess would be the more accurate way of saying that.
I think we go to his house.
I mean, we could go to his house since his house is here. And then head over to Targos.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what information you want to be getting from them, but sure. So you get to their house. You get to the house. Door is obviously closed. Not a lot of information to give from the outside. Are you anybody wanting to knock, or just go in?
I'll knock.
About a minute passes by. You don't hear anything.
Does it look like someone's been like coming and going? Like it's been occupied there, or is it like snowed over and
Oh no, definitely. Definitely looks well traveled. You can give me a survival check for more specific answers.
19?
Nice. All right, yeah, you can tell that there's a lot of travel in the morning here. Probably the going to bury the body had happened. You can tell that most recent tracks have come back into the building, and yeah. So you do believe people should be home.
Great. I'm gonna knock even louder.
You're going to hear a muffled voice from the side of the door saying, "Go away! We don't want to talk to anybody. Leave us be."
I'm here to investigate the murder.
There's a
We have
pause. A good
questions to ask.
Okay. There's a pause. A good 10 seconds where you get the idea that they're probably thinking. You hear some footsteps moving towards the door, and they go and unshackle the lock on it and open the door to you, and you see a woman. Let's see. I'll check the murder victim here. Do I have information on? It's probably not this chapter. It would have been in the starting quest. Victims. All right, so you find who you assume is the widower of the dead person. She looks up at you and she's from obviously crying face and all, and she says, "I was told that there wasn't going to be any investigations."
Who told you that?
Surprise.
Like another name. It's right here.
Oh,
Let me open the folder with Shander. Sheriff Markham Southwell. He said he had orders from above that we were to just move on from this unfortunate situation.
well, that's interesting.
Fortunately, I don't have any way to overturn that decision, so hearing that there are people looking into it is very interesting. I assume you're not on the town's work.
No, we work outside
No.
of that hierarchy.
She looks over at the large minotaur person. She's like, "Yeah, okay, that checks out." So what is it you want to know? I don't know how much help I can be, but I'll try.
Out of character. Do we know this guy's name? I don't have it in my notes
that.
anywhere.
Hit the wrong tab. Victims. trapper, human shipbuilder, dwarf glass thrower. Okay, it was a dwarf. I was right on that. Probably should have looked last session for not the VOD, but anyways. So you'll know his name was Baldhar Aranger. Put that in chat. Yeah. And surprisingly, he was not a bald dwarf.
Sorry, was not a blood dwarf?
No, it wasn't a bald dwarf, because, you know, the name
Oh,
Baldhar.
okay.
I'm more concerned that you called him Ronger when his name would be Ranger.
Yeah, but Ranger just, like, feels more fitting, because Ranger's a weird last name.
You're a weird last name.
I never claimed to like my last name, but
The ranger that's a cleric.
get into that. Anyways, it's pronounced Ranger.
Okay. We were sorry to hear about your husband. When did you last see him alive?
At this point, it would have been the night before, like, night before today. What would you call it? Yesterday. Yesterday night. We went to bed together, and when I woke up, he had already left for the day. Probably heading to his workshop.
Where is his workshop?
Not too far from where he was found. So I'll remind people, this is where he was found, and she will give directions that this building here is where his workshop is. So you can assume he was on his way to his glass-blowing shop.
Did your husband have any enemies?
He didn't like to discuss his professional affairs at home.
Suspicious.
Did he discuss any unprofessional enemies that he might have?
Give me a persuasion check. Let's see if she would answer that. Or how she would answer that.
Persuasion. Nine.
So she just, like, looks at you and she says, well, clearly somebody had it out for him, but I thought everything was fine. I don't know why anybody would have done this. As he was on his way to work, it's not like he had much money on him. And from what I hear, the killer never even went to his workshop. I didn't go. I haven't been there today myself to check, but
Would there be any friends that he spent time with who might know?
he had plenty of friends, but none of them wanted him dead that I know of.
No. Do any of his friends would know what his work life was like?
Well, he did have a few meals with the sheriff recently. And a few other craftsman friends that he'd meet with. There was a how do you say that word? Scrim shaper? No. Popular craft here. Give me a quick second. I'll look up what it's called. Scrim shander. There we go. Which is a like bone crafting thing where you like etch words and stuff into bones. It's an interesting craft. Oops. Pop that out.
So I suspect we might need to talk to known associates.
How well does she know the sheriff?
Are you asking?
Yes. How well do you know the sheriff?
Let's see. I've known him for a few years. Not personally until recently, but I'd say in the past few months, he's come over for dinner a few times. Husband seemed to have gotten quite along well with him.
I think we should talk to the sheriff.
Guess that would be a good idea.
Oh,
While we're in the house, can I look around to see if there's anything like odd or out of place?
Sure. Give me an investigation check. Are you doing that just like in the living area that you'd be speaking with her with?
Yeah, I don't want to be super obvious, but like if there's like a doorway I could stand into to like look into more of the house without being too apparent, I would do that.
Alright, you can start with an investigation check.
16.
Dang.
Alright, so there is a desk in this like living room area that does seem to be sealed up. You can assume there'd be like paperwork in there. Obviously, that would be hard to get into in vision of, you know, the wife, but that seems like a good spot to look. Unfortunately, nothing specifically stands out. You will notice that this desk has a lock on the like drawer.
Could you get us some tea?
I'm sorry, I didn't even think of. Yes, give me a few minutes. Make yourselves comfortable. She goes to walk towards the kitchen area. She will call out to anybody. Any sugar or milk or cream or anything?
Sugar would be great.
Cream as well.
I'm gonna look for the key.
Honey,
what
if
kind
you
of
have
cream
it.
is it?
What kind?
Comes from a cow.
I don't know.
I'll pass on the cream.
I might have some goat now that I think of it, but. Oh. All right. Is there anywhere in particular you're looking for this key? This is a dwarf
top
zone.
of the desk, or like in a plant pot. Any of the knickknacks that are like about within range if you were sitting in the chair.
Okay, give me another investigation check.
21.
Your good rolling has continued. So you go about the room looking around, and nothing near the desk immediately sticks out to you. But you decide to like poke your head around the hearth, which has a like modest fire roaring in it. But a little glint of copper beyond the fire catches your eye.
Okay, I grab that.
You just shoving your hand through the fire to grab it.
Yep.
Through the fire?
He's a dwarf. Like
Yes.
this fire
Doesn't
must be
mean-
always on, right? Like
Sorry, what
How
was that?
deep is the fire?
How deep? It's
Like
probably
from the
like
front of the hearth to the where the metal thing is.
so. There's probably like a I want to say foot gap from the fire to the wall where the key is like resting behind the flame.
So someone threw it in there to burn?
It's behind the flame.
But still.
So who's putting their hand in there?
I'm gonna quick wander
If
over.
you got a
as I see her-
21, sorry, go ahead.
As I see her like reaching for the fire, I'm gonna wander over. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
The key for the desk.
Fire. Touch.
I'm like,
Bronto,
hold
do you
on.
want to give me a quick investigation check as well?
Sure. Three.
Three? Oh, yeah, it's definitely a fire in there. You don't see any key, though.
I'm gonna quickly reach into my backpack and pull out a crowbar and just hand it to her. Like, use this.
Okay, I'll give
Nice.
that a go.
I
Alright,
knew
give
that
me
crowbar was gonna come in handy for something.
I'm sure you'll find more uses for it later, too. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check with the crowbar. He's trying to like get the.
No,
You
that's
drop the
fine.
crowbar into the fireplace.
Well,
Do
shit.
we have mage hand? If ever there was a time for mage hand.
Hold on, let me look.
Bronte, your crowbar is now resting in the middle of a fire.
I'm gonna walk back over and pull another crowbar out and use that. And use that to drag my other crowbar out of the fire.
All right, it's pretty warm to the touch, but it hasn't been in long enough that that'll like burn you or anything. So you get your warm crowbar back. At this point, you'll
I hand
start
it
to
back
hear
to her.
the whistle of a kettle as the water has started to boil.
Try again.
I
14.
think
What's up,
I
Seth?
think somebody might need to purchase some lockpicks.
All right, with a 14, you're able to steady yourself, get the crowbar, and you get the key onto it. Carefully, like pull it towards you. As you get the key back into your hand, you'll like look around the area, and you'll realize there was a fire poker on the side of the fireplace that probably was used as a method of getting the key.
Smart.
Yes, you have the key. The kettle's roaring. What would you like to do?
Somebody distract her for longer.
Okay, I'll go into the kitchen and strike up a conversation.
Anything in particular you want to ask her, or do you want to just strike up a conversation?
I will help her gather the tea and tell her how lovely her house is.
I like it. All right, no check needed for that. This is the kind of things that kind of thing that helps her settle down. So you're good.
Alright, let's open his desk.
All right, you grab the key, put it into the desk. It pops open. You'll see there's a bunch of envelopes with papers in them. A lot of like bookkeeping stuff from like transactions of the day for him. You'll see some letters marked with name Sheriff Markham Southwell on them.
Are we sitting here watching you like leaf through letters to see what they are?
Probably.
Yes, we are.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Since clearly I have like the most patience of the group, I'm gonna walk over again, and look to make sure that the woman's not coming. And I'm going to just scoop up the pile of paper and shove them in your backpack.
Nice.
All right, so you got a bunch
And
of
I will
paper
make
shoved
a
in there.
very loud
You can read those later.
when we're entering the room.
I'm gonna try to quietly put down the desk.
Putting down the desk? What?
Or is it a drawer? I was picturing
Yeah,
that it
so-
opened up.
No, it's like a pull-out drawer from like the
Okay.
table.
I'm gonna quietly close the drawer.
All right. And at this point, Sass, before we continue on, should stop calling you Sass. Did you decide you were going with the character name change? Should we be rolling that?
What do you mean?
Like, are you still Anxiety, or are you going with Rue?
No, Rue.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to.
Since none of you can pronounce it. Meaner.
No. I appreciate it, but if you
Does
want
nobody
your
can
original
pronounce
name, you
Diana?
can't keep it.
No, it's Rue. I've already
Alright,
changed
so-
it.
Rue and Miss is scroll too far. Where the hell did Ronger, right? That's how I pronounced it. Return into the room, and she offers everybody a tea. She's got a selection of sugar and milk and stuff available to you guys. She's going to ask you all. So, do you have any leads? Any? Do you know who could have done this?
We have a couple leads, but nothing solid at the moment.
Oh,
I
see.
will assure her that as soon as we know anything, we will let her know.
Thank you. Is there anything else I can do to help you? I don't really know what more I can offer.
No, I think we're good. Sorry for your loss.
Alright, so you guys take a few more minutes, have your tea, and then you can head out.
As we are leaving, I say, way to look less suspicious, folks.
Be suspicious. Don't be
We're not
suspicious.
surprised. Like, we're
Don't
just
be
regular
suspicious.
people here.
Clearly, nobody has ever had to break into a house before and steal stuff and get caught. Y'all suck.
Well, Maida doesn't really do the houses thing.
No. I wouldn't have to steal anything because from where I'm
Did
from,
we get
everything
caught?
is shared. It'd be weird to break into people's houses.
Not
I
me.
have a minion for that.
Yeah, he would be
Guys,
pretty good
we're
at breaking into
leaving.
places.
I'm gonna like drop the key by the door.
Kick it under the rug.
Yeah, just like I'm picturing where there's like a spot where people come in and there's like boots and everything, and I'm just gonna like try to toss it all mixed up into the stuff there.
Alright, give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh god.
Oh no.
19!
Okay.
Hey!
You find a nice, like, cushy boot that, like, you're pretty positive will make no sound. And you just, like, drop it in there
Oh.
without issue. If you had rolled poorly, it was definitely going to hit some hard floor and,
That's why I was afraid of throwing it in the fireplace, which was my first thought. But then I was like, all
Yeah,
we
that-
need is it being like, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, fireplace probably wouldn't have been a good call for that. Alright, so you leave her house. You got a bunch of paperwork that you've shoved in your bags. What would you like to do?
Hand
go
the
somewhere and
paperwork
read
to
it.
the wizard.
Wizard, you
Especially
have
the
been given
correspondence
paperwork.
with the sheriff.
If you want to look through the paperwork as well, you can do an investigation check.
I don't think my character would be very
14.
good at reading, so.
Well, that's unfortunate for you there. But 14 is pretty decent. You will find a letter written between, wrong tab, over here. There we go. Letter written between the sheriff and Mr. Runger, where he's talking about getting him that him and his family will be removed from the lotteries for a continuous monthly payment from his business to the sheriff.
He was removed from the lottery.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a monthly
Paying off the
payment.
sheriff to do it.
And
Is
to
that how they
hide it.
remove people from lotteries?
God, I hope not.
Sorry, I missed that. Was that a question?
No, it was a sarcastic question.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like we really need to go talk to the sheriff. Figure out why people are being murdered for non-payment. Might
Nobody
also have to
should.
beat some people up.
Are the payments up to date in the accounting ledger?
Give me another investigation check.
Oh, I can't read.
Who can read here?
You would probably be the best. You'd probably have the highest investigation skill, which would be what would be used for this. Investigation is a intelligence skill, and you're a wizard, so.
Oh, okay, so I guess I do it.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
17.
Yeah, it is pretty good. You are going to look through the notes, and you are finding absolutely no reference to any payments to the sheriff in his ledgers. You are finding inconsistencies in his ledgers that you will assume would be tied to the payments, but he is attributing them to other expenses. But the goal totals don't make sense. Does that make sense the way I worded that?
Yeah, so basically setting money aside and
Yes.
saying it's something else.
But he hadn't
Yeah.
stopped paying. Like he's still up to date.
You're kind of having to guess here because there's no like actual correlation of this money went to this, but from what you can garner, probably he wasn't behind, but because of the way he was fudging it, it's kind of hard to tell.
Okay. So we need to go talk to the sheriff, or I don't even know if talking to him would be a good idea.
I think
That
it's
is
a good idea.
a thing to consider.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to tip our hand yet.
I think we should break into the sheriff's house and find information, because he's not going to keep it. He's not going to keep it at the station.
Well, you
Or
don't
we
know where
should
he
watch
lives.
him. Wouldn't be hard to find out.
How would you like to try to find out?
Do you also want to go to the workshop just to take a look to make sure that he didn't make it there?
Yeah. But asking some words are hard. Hold on. I'm getting there. Loading. Asking some locals where the sheriff might live. Without being suspicious, of course.
How do you ask that without being suspicious?
Oh, Lord.
Excuse me, kind sir. Do you know where your sheriff lives?
I've got some mail that needs to go to the sheriff's house.
That's actually great.
I have some
Do
business
that.
to take up with the sheriff. You know where he is.
I feel like we need to teach you guys how to talk to people. I'm the friggin' hermit, for fuck's sake.
But you're also the high intelligence character, so.
Yeah. We have a
Still the hermit.
there's a high charisma character.
And I've got a high intelligence as well.
See, look
I
at
guess
that.
I'm going to take the moment to ask, I forget your name, Firetails.
Made
Do
up.
you know this sheriff?
Do I, Levi?
You
Give
seem
me a
to
history
know that other guard very well.
Sorry, what, Levi? A history
Oh,
check?
yeah, history check, yeah.
11.
So you haven't interacted with him. Sorry, you wouldn't have interacted with him before. Your only really knowledge of Markham would be from your in-town person. I don't remember if we named that person, but your contact. But we'll work on that. But yeah, your contact within the guards, anything he might have mentioned from the sheriff. He says that the sheriff's a stand-up guy. That he would work hard on. Where was it? Huh. Okay. All right. So let me reword that. So the sheriff is a rock gnome. He is a very pessimistic person. And even with his title of sheriff in the town, he seems to only be able to afford to rent a attic that, funny enough, is the church of or the house of the Morning Lord. The attic of that place is where he rents to live.
Oh,
Why?
Why indeed?
Okay.
If you had
I
ever asked
relay
your
that.
contact that question, he would just shake his head and be like, I don't know, maybe he spends his money on other things. I don't know why he decides to live that. He doesn't talk much about his personal life.
I guess we break into a church.
because that probably
Heck
might
yeah.
not be a good idea. Weren't they kind of apprehensive of us last time we were in there?
Look, I got chill touch. I will, freeze the locks. We'll get in and get out.
Fortunately,
None will
Chill
be the
Touch
wiser.
Unfortunately, wait, no. Yeah, Chill Touch has to target a creature. If it was Ray of Frost, I could see it. Let me just double check the wording. Believe necrotic wouldn't really do a lot against an inanimate object. Just gonna double
Don't we
check.
also have a 6-foot tall bull person?
Well,
Yeah,
technically
what
it's
do
a
you-
touch, not a ray.
Yeah, it's the source of that isn't the issue. It's more of a
That's
like-
bullshit.
what are you guys trying to do? Rot a lock?
No, we just chill it and then,
We just brought the whole door and then walk.
Yes, perfect.
Chill Touch is poorly named, I guess, in this situation because it does necrotic damage, not cold damage. It's necromancy, and necromancy is usually best used on things that either were alive or are still alive.
Okay,
Not
well,
in-
doors were alive once. So,
You got me on that one. That you technically are not incorrect on that. They were trees.
Disintegrate a door.
nothing like arguing about rotting a
I
door.
just touched it. I don't know what happened.
I mean, you're not wrong. And if the wood's not sturdy, it would. It's not the best method, but it could. Like, I can't say you can't try it.
Sweet.
We just better have a good explanation when somebody sees it.
Well, we do have the large bull-like creature in our mid.
Crazy
Straight
thing
to the
about that
China
bull-like
shop.
creature is he's also got a couple of crowbars in his back.
That's true.
And I will remind you, there was a like a priest of a Monitar that works at the House of the Morning Lord that you would assume would be there throughout the day. Named Michonne. They were the person you talked to when you went there to get the information last time you were there. You can assume this Michonne is who he rents the upstairs space from.
True. We could casually be asking him questions about the sheriff without him realizing we're trying to get information.
Party hasn't proved to be that sly quite yet, but you could try.
Maybe he just needs,
Could
you
just
know,
knock him out.
a female to talk to him. We could knock him out, yeah.
I will clarify, Michonne's a female, Sheriff Markham is a man.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Let's just knock him out.
Where to?
Someone's got a crowbar, so, you know, make it look good.
Is that where you guys want to go next? House of the Morning Lord here is sort of on the way to getting over to his workshop.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go there first, and then... So, like, surely the person doesn't stay in the House of the Morning Lord all day. Do we know of any, like, routines that they have?
I don't believe anybody in the party would know that unless you like stake out the area and watch. I don't see any reason why.
I
you
think
would...
staking out might not be a bad idea. But
Yeah.
I would assume as a sheriff that he would have, you know, a jail quarters. Or a goal, if you want.
If you're thinking of a jail, they wouldn't be at his house. You'd probably find them at Town Hall, which is here. This is probably where they keep any criminals.
Well, I'm not talking about criminals because the sheriff has to have a place to work. So I'm thinking like a sheriff's office.
I think they would just work at a town hall as well.
So then we need to go to town hall and be so unsuspicious as possible.
So, where to? Town hall or the House of Morning Lord? Or the
We
workshop?
may have to split up, maybe.
Does my BS credentials still get me into town hall?
And what is the goal for going to town hall? Like, what is it you're looking for there?
I don't know, what are we looking for?
Brew, what do you have in mind?
What?
For going to town hall, what are you like wanting to find, or what are you looking for?
I want to watch. I want to figure out what he does, who he talks to, whether they're close or not. I'm a people watcher.
Okay. All right, so will you be taking that task on your own then, I would assume?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, is the rest of the party wanting to go to the House of the Morning Lord? Or do you guys have different directions you want to go?
I want to go to the workshop.
I can
About
kind of
you,
stake out the
Brontar?
Morning Lord.
Okay, gonna go to the Morning Lord. Brontar, what are you feeling?
Is there any kind of obvious, like, guard's house thing, or would that all be part of the town hall?
Yeah, unfortunately, I believe all of that does run out of the town hall, from what I've read.
I would probably be heading in that direction.
And like, there are stations at the gates, but like that's not really what you're looking for there.
Alright.
And probably
there
like
a-
a
Find a
barrack
sheriff.
around each of them.
Is there any like barracks or anything as well? Because you're gonna have soldiers and guards, right?
Yeah, I think those are you'd find them around each of the gates. So like, say the southwest gate, this here would probably be a barracks. Yeah, you can just assume there's a building near each gate for barracks. I'm not gonna ping each one, but. Alright, how long do you guys want to be taking these stakeouts for? Are you planning on watching like throughout the rest of the day? Want to just do a little hour?
Oh.
I would do day and most of the night because I have night vision.
Keep in mind you do have to sleep. And the longer you do stakeouts, so the more time the killer has.
Okay, well, an hour is not going to be long enough to figure out his life
That's fine.
and who he's talking to, so.
Yeah, I'm just making sure you know all the details. So you want to go for at least the rest of the day and a bit into the night?
Sure.
Alright.
Actually, I'm gonna head over to the workshop too with whoever else was going. That way they have kind of a buddy system.
Right. And Bronta, you're staking out the House of the Morning Lord. Horan and Maida are going to the workshop. Alright.
Correct.
So.
I was going to the town hall
Ah, good.
where the
So,
guards most likely are.
yeah, you know Rue is heading to Town Hall as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she wanted to stake out the sheriff's working area.
All right.
So, do either of you two have ways to make yourselves less... is less conspicuous what you want, or is it more conspicuous? Anyways, to wait, not, like, stand out.
I mean,
I'm a giant cow creature.
That's
I'm
part
not
of
the
why
one
I'm
that
asking.
has the issue here.
Have you seen your character? You do not.
Yeah, I have a cloak, I put it on, and I blend the fuck in.
All right.
Ignore the
That's all I
crow.
need. Yeah, you haven't summoned him. He's not around right now. Sorry, I don't know if it's him or her, but either way, Crow's not around. You're cloaked up, but your Minotaur friend is pretty big.
I mean, I'll follow her lead and throw my cloak on as well, but
Yeah.
Just use
knowing
it.
full
Put him
well
in
it's
one
not helping
corner
me
and
blend
no one
in.
will look.
He could also make himself, useful to like the guards and stuff. Say that they're doing something. And he'd be like, oh, let me help you. So then he's less conspicuous.
Would you like to attempt that, Bronto?
I could do that.
Okay. Let's see. So, Sass, you can give me a stealth check as you get yourself in a position to watch throughout the day. Brontar, you can give me a persuasion check as you try to chum up with some of the guards and help them out.
21.
Nice.
How about an 18?
Not bad. All right. So, Rue, you are going to notice that the sheriff does not spend any time here at Town Hall. You are getting the idea that he spends most of his time going around the big city, uh, you know, checking in with people, and making making sure the people know that the militia in this town is a public force to protect them all and stuff like that. He's very active and doesn't hang around the base. Brontar. What's he trying to do with that? So you are able to successfully help out some guards with some issues that they're, dealing with. Regular tasks of, like, say, moving equipment around and stuff. One of them will, like, ask, wouldn't be a bad idea if we had someone with your strength and size on the force. You ever consider enlisting?
The idea's crossed my mind. Who would I talk to about that?
Oh, you definitely want to talk to the sheriff, then. He's the one that does all the hiring.
And I'm going to play stupid like I've never heard of him before. Oh, who's the sheriff? Kind of new here.
That's not surprising. His name is Sheriff Markham Southwell. He's a bit of a grouchy man, so, like, try not to surprise him or, piss him off or anything, or you probably won't get what you want out of him. But he's always looking for more people that, listen and do as they're told. Help
Do you
protect the town.
know where I could find him? I wouldn't mind going to talk to him now.
He's probably doing patrols right now, checking in with people. If you wanted to go talk to him right now, I think you can find him. I think he's meeting with his deputy at the southwest gate
Southwest Gate.
around now.
Sounds good. I'm going to head out then. I'm going to go talk to him.
Ready? Pull up the book that the sheriff's in. That.
And I'm going to follow.
As I walk out the door, I'm like, Rue, over here. Let's go.
Brew, do you respond?
Yeah, I already said I'm going to follow.
Yeah, but that was after he, called out to you.
No, I said that before he said it.
Or, yeah, either way. Just wanted to ask if you wanted to add to him calling you out.
No, just,
Okay.
going.
Got it. All right, so as you guys are traveling to the southwest gate, I'm going to jump to the next person. So you two went that way. Nobody's going to the House of the Morning Lord. So Maida and Haran, you guys are heading to the workshop, right?
Correct.
All right, you guys get to the workshop. You'll find that, it definitely hasn't been touched all day. The door hasn't been opened. No lights have been turned on. And by lights, I mean probably like candlelight, stuff like that. You see like the morning papers, like wherever it would have been delivered.
Is the door unlocked?
It is not.
Is there a back door?
There is a back door, but you'll also find it is not locked. Or sorry, that it is also locked.
Yes, but that one's away from eyes.
That would be the case. Yes, the back door is not on the crowded street. And sorry, Maida, what were you asking?
If there are any windows at ground floor level.
Oh, definitely. There's like a big, the front side of the building has like a big window for people to look in. There is around the back door like a smaller window that's probably 2 feet width kind of, or like, yeah, whatever. A smaller window near the back door.
Is the small window enough for a person to get through?
Probably not a Brontar, but other people, yes. Unfortunately, you and Haran are not as big as him, so as long as you're able to get the window open, you should both be able to get through it.
Do we just break it?
You could.
Let's see.
Do you want to give an investigation check, see if there's a easier way to open it?
6.
Breaking it might be the only option.
I got an 11.
With the 11, you can see the hinges are a little rusty. You might be able to pry them off pretty easily to get the window open.
I don't have a crowbar.
I don't either.
Okay, you got anything useful?
No.
Do you have a dagger?
I have a knife, but I don't think that's... What's on the ground around us? Is there just like a rock?
Yeah, there's definitely a rock around.
Yeah, I think we just shatter it old style.
There we go.
Trying to do it quietly, or are you just hucking a rock right at it?
I mean, relatively quietly.
And how are you doing that?
Bedroll. I have a bedroll. I'm gonna
So you're gonna
wrap the rock in a bedroll and then like swing the whole thing at it.
Oh, swing it. All right. Give me an athletics check.
That's not good. 17.
Yeah.
Not bad, all right. So you wrap up your rock in a bedroll, you swing it at the window, it shatters. It does make a fair bit of noise, but nobody around seems to particularly care or look in the direction.
Cool. I'll use the bedroll to like break out all the glass and then hop through the frame.
All right, now you protected all the glass, no skill check needed. You're able to climb through without any glass broken, get like cuts or anything. Iron, I'm assuming you're good to follow in.
Oh, I'll unlock the door.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so once you're inside, you go unlock the door, and you can let Aaron in. You find that description I gave earlier to seem accurate. Nothing's really been touched inside here today. Nothing's really out of sort either. Like, definitely doesn't look like other than what you just did. A breaking and entering hasn't happened in this building, and like no, what do you call it? Like no search of like things. Like everything seems in place. Is what I'm trying to say.
How long ago was he murdered? Like a couple days?
This morning.
This morning? Okay, so there's no...
At this point, it's probably like you're probably around 4 p.m. He was found around 6 a.m.
But there's not any like footprints leading up to this, or... Like,
Towards
I'm just trying to figure out if he actually made it here before he was murdered, or if he was murdered on the way.
Yeah, from everything you can tell, it doesn't look like he's made it here. It doesn't look like the killer came here. The only tracks like leading to the place were probably the delivery boys' tracks to like drop the newspaper. But other than that, like, might have had a few footprints of people like looking to like come in and buy, but like obviously he wasn't open, so they just left. But
Can I also look through like his most recent glass blowing works? Is there anything suspicious there?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay, 7.
Harun, would you like to give a check as well? Investigation.
Sure. 11.
You're going to find he's got a small. How do I describe this? In his workshop, he's got a small locked drawer. No better way for me to put this, I think. That would, if there was anything of interest, would probably be in there.
We should really acquire some lock picking tools.
Or a crowbar.
Or a crowbar.
If you want, you could just attack it.
I mean, the hunting knife might actually work for popping open the drawer.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
Give me a to hit from your crowbar. Or, sorry, your hunting knife.
13.
And roll damage.
8. That was
All right, so you get a nice stab in there. You got it like almost to the point of opening. I feel like if you give it a little more of a push, you might be able to bust in there.
Okay, I'll try to break it.
All right, give me another to hit. And
Oh,
damage.
yeah.
6.
Nice. All right, you get in there. You find that spot where you just started. You're able to break your way through the wood. It snaps, and you are able to open up the drawer. Inside, you're going to find a small glass figurine. I'm going to send the image to General of what it looks like. It looks like it's unfinished, but at the same time, you're able to get a good idea of what the design looks like. Little glass blowing figurine of a dragon eating a coin. Would either of you like to give it a history check to see if this symbol means anything to you?
Yeah, I will. I got proficiency as well.
Good call. Go for it.
Well, got a 6.
Does his earlier work in the archives?
Oh my
with
God, you
Ridley
kidding me?
and-
I got a 6 and a 7.
Yeah, unfortunately, this does not seem familiar to you. This is not a topic you've encountered before.
Right, I'm gonna give it a go. I got a 12.
Unfortunately for you, the DC is a little higher because of your life experiences. And yeah, this is definitely a symbol that would probably be more known to city folk, but for you, can't quite picture it or can't quite get anything from it.
Weird.
Would you like to leave it there, or are you going to take it with you?
I think we take it. It's weird that it was locked up.
Not even an Arcana check on it.
Sure, go for it.
$19.
All right, you are getting absolutely no magic from it.
Hold on.
It does look like it is something. Sorry.
Sorry, I had proficiency and a 24, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, same issue. This is clearly non-magical. This is clearly like a glass blowing, like well-crafted thing, but there's no magic infused in it.
Also, if this guy was murdered here and he wasn't murdered at his house, Someone must have seen something.
Well, nobody in his abandoned workplace is going to tell you.
Yeah.
No, but I wonder if we walk back and like retrace where he would have been between here and his house.
Yeah, we can do that on the way to meet them.
They are actually going in like complete opposite direction of you guys. They're heading towards the southwest gate, and you guys don't know they're heading there. So
Well, that's fine.
Well, we're gonna head toward town hall.
Yeah.
okay. Before I move to them, I'm just going to confirm: is there anything else you guys would like to do at this location?
There's no like papers or anything here.
Whereabouts would you be looking for that? Out of curiosity.
If there's any desks or like workspaces.
You'll see around the counter, he does have like a log of like commissions for him. Things that have been completed, things that are like, he still has to complete. You'd see
Is
like
the weird thing we found listed?
you can give me investigation checks as you search through the paperwork for that.
Oh, I don't read good though. 16.
You say that,
I
but
know.
you get a 16. Unfortunately, you see absolutely no reference to this in his commissions.
Weird.
Mm.
At the front desk, is there any? I want to like feel around for secret compartments or something to see if he's maintaining a separate ledger somewhere.
Okay, give me another investigation check.
21.
Damn.
I don't know what's happening.
Heck yeah.
All right. I'll say around the cashier like area, whatever you would want to call it. You do a thorough search, and you're going to find a pouch that's like taped to, I don't know if tape exists, but it's like somehow secured to like the underneath of the desk up front there. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
And as you like, you grab it, you like, I don't, do you want to just take it?
Yeah.
Okay. Take it, and you'll find that it has gold squirreled away in there. Good, at least 50 gold.
What? Okay. And like
And you
nothing
also
else.
find
No
a
notes. No
small,
instructions.
but just about to get there. You will find a note in there. Just need to get the right name. Where goes? Yes. All right. So the note says, "From Nerth, in case of emergency." I will put that name into chat because D&D loves doing weird names. Sounds good.
Weird. Okay, I feel like we've probably found everything here.
Alrighty. While you guys are wandering your way back, you're gonna check out the crime scene, but we will handle that after we jump to the others. Alright. So, Brontar and Rue, you guys are heading to the southwest gate to meet up with the sheriff. You'll find that
Yep.
put that here. here. Alright, as you get to the gate, you'll find there are two people having an argument right now. This first person is a rock gnome in fancy uniform. You can assume that is the sheriff. And he appears to be talking to... I believe she's a shield dwarf. Let me just verify that. Excuse me. Doesn't specify, but she's a dwarf. Go to players. There we go. She's also wearing a town uniform. From a quick look, you can get an idea that she might be his second in command. I believe it was deputy. Yeah, deputy.
Okay.
All right, and as they're having their little yelling match at each other, you'll find that like most guards that have accompanied them are like doing their best to not pay attention to them. You're getting the idea that these two might argue a fair bit, and this might be regular for them. And they do not notice you guys approaching as they are in heated debate.
I'm going to do my best to try to listen while we walk up to see what it is that they're arguing about.
All right, give me a perception check.
14.
Right. He seems to be complaining about the sheriff not really doing much in the case of moving refugees around the town to places that don't look like they're just beggars on the streets, kind of thing. She's like arguing back that there's not really anything we can be done other than throwing him in a jail cell, and he agrees. Well, maybe we should start doing that. Keep them out of the streets at the very least.
Sorry, I missed who that was. They were arguing about.
Refugees, basically people that don't have a home, homeless.
Yeah.
People.
I know what refugees are. Okay, so yeah. Why would you throw them in jail? That's awful.
Roof over their head and 3 squares a day?
No, not
Maybe 1.5.
Not in those days, no.
Yeah.
Unplanned history check or unplanned history moment. But if you were thrown in jail during this would be considered like Middle Ages, you were lucky if you got to eat, unless you had somebody who brought you food. Fun fact.
Also very much depends on like where you are, especially in an area like this that's having a bit of a famine issue. Prisoners are definitely not getting fed much. Alright, so they get to a point in their argument where they feel neither is going to budge on the situation, so they basically storm off and go on their own, business. She goes back to the gates to start defending that. He starts walking past you guys, back towards the center of town. Doesn't, notice you or anything, as he is not happy.
As he's walking past, I'm just going to call out, "Sheriff!" Like, raise my hand to catch his attention.
He, looks up surprised. He's like, "Oh, well, hello. What do you want? I'm busy."
I was told to come talk to you. by some of your guards. They said you might be looking for some help.
Never enough hands in this town. Looking to be hired? You looking for a job?
Well, definitely looking for some work. They mentioned something about a murder you were looking into.
See, he like stops in his tracks and just turns towards you with a more stern look and says, "It's a little above your pay grade, as you don't have a pay at the moment."
More hands, right?
Consider that situation being looked into by matters higher than your own.
By
That's
top
fair. That's
men.
fair. It sounds like you probably have some suspects then.
If I did, I would not be discussing them with large cow folk. What are you?
I kind of sigh as I say, I'm a minotaur. Obviously, a question that I've had to answer 1,000 times.
A lot more peaceful of one than I have ever heard of.
Kind of racist.
But don't. Sorry?
It's kind of racist.
I mean. This guy is not clearly a good guy. So. He's just going to be like, just make sure you don't cause any trouble in this town. We're going through enough as it is.
Well, I think if you're going through enough, maybe it's in your best interest to hire people that can get answers for you.
I don't need answers, I need results. I need
I can
people
get
who don't ask
results.
questions and get jobs done.
Well,
Would you like to do that?
let's get this murder issue resolved then.
Not that issue. I will have you on guard duty.
I'm gonna point to myself. It's like, do I look like I'm best used as a guard?
You look like you're far better used as a guard defending one of the gates than you are looking into a murder that doesn't need more hands on it. Or hooves?
Doesn't look like to me that there's much hands going on in this investigation.
Just going to like turn towards you and say, I'm sorry, do you have something you would like to add to the situation?
I think I did already, sir.
If that is all, then why don't you carry about your day?
Sheriff.
We are doing what we can.
Sure you are. Talking about throwing refugees into jail.
Would take a few steps forward to you and says, I don't recognize you around here. I would imagine you might be one of these refugees. Maybe you should be in the cell starting up the line.
Yeah,
gonna-
right.
Very obviously take a step right between the two of them while looking down at the tiny little sheriff.
Like,
Maybe-
like slowly
Maybe there's a
looks
place
up
we
at you.
can talk more privately.
Oh, my hero.
I'm just gonna check something. Okay. He's
Does
just
my
going to like.
disdain for humans come out?
Well, he's not really a human here.
It doesn't matter. He's something, and I have disdain for him.
Disdain for humanoid, I guess.
Vaguely human shaped.
Yeah. He just like looks up at you
They
and
all look
like
the same.
crosses his arm. He's like, "You're not gonna let this go if I don't give you this time of day, are you?"
No.
No.
We're about to become the biggest pains in the asses you'll ever have.
Fine. He waves off the guards that were like following him and said, "Go carry about your duties. I will talk to these two privately." They leave the area. Most town folk, like some of the guards, have to like usher the town folk to like stop watching the situation, give you guys privacies. Looks at the two of you and says, "Fine. What is it you want? What can get this situation handled the quickest way possible?"
It's been made our best interest to make sure that this murder gets resolved and that the culprit is dealt with promptly.
Your
So-
cooperation would be most acceptable.
Well, maybe your investigation isn't exactly needed. Who is it that put you onto this task?
That is for us to know and you to never find out.
And yet, I am finding this unagreeable. You need answers from me. I need answers from you. If we're going to make this work, there's going to be a little give and take.
Why were you taking money from the murder victim?
Excuse me? You mind repeating that?
Why were you taking money from the murder victim? That, Sheriff, makes you look very suspicious.
There is no proof of that. You have no way of making such an accusation unfounded. Maybe I should be bringing my guards back in, putting you in that jail cell for us, trying to not what's the word? Making people look bad. What is the word for that? What is the legal term? Defamation. That's what I'm looking for.
It isn't really defamation. I'm certain that if we went to talk to anyone else within this area and asked them too if they were paying you specifically money and so forth, or any other dead bodies that have been suspiciously killed in the last little while, I'm certain
Going to
that
like walk into the middle of the intersection and like call out, "Is there anyone here that would like to add to her claim that I have been taking money from you in some sort of extortion or lost my train of thought there, but he looks for people to like offer up answers. Most of them like look away. Nobody's stepping forward.
Of course they won't. They're not going to answer you, Sheriff. They're scared for their lives. There's a famine going on, and they're threatening to throw refugees, which could easily be these people, into jail. They're terrified of you.
The people
That is
in
not
this
how
town-
people run a city.
The people in this town are who I have sworn to protect. Those who come in here that aren't of this town are just making things more problematic.
No, it sounds more like you're making things problematic.
A sheriff that takes bribes to keep people out of a lottery?
Allegedly.
Oh, you were very quick to that
Perhaps
answer.
there's a glassblower that takes a lot of pride in his bookkeeping skills that, although dead, may be able to point the finger at you if we should have those books in our possession.
And
Like,
a
take a-
suspicious letter.
Take a step forward to you and say, "If you have such records, I suggest you hand them over immediately."
I take a step forward and say, if you have answers for us, I suggest you provide them immediately.
In terms of answers towards what you have asked, there have not been any other murders on this subject. This is a one-off and is unrelated to any is unrelated to me in any way. We are looking into what caused it, but we do not have leads at the moment.
Are you aware of the murders that happened in other nearby cities?
See, he like kind of grits his teeth as you mention that, and he says, "My duties are to Brynshender. The issues of other towns are not my concern."
They should be your concern.
That was a yes or no question, Sheriff.
Then
Roll to intimidate.
I am
Oh.
aware, but they do not affect the situation.
Oh, silent. Had to think on that one, huh?
As I
So you're
said,
aware.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, so you're aware that these other murders also took place after a caravan was in their city. Have you looked into that, Sheriff?
See, he like pulls out his notes and he says, "No, there is no information of a caravan. Would you like to provide me this information so I can add them to our notes?"
Are you familiar with the caravan that passes through your city frequently?
Yes, any caravan that comes through here, I have personally that any caravan that comes through here repeatedly, I've personally made to introduce myself to.
For this most recent caravan that passed through earlier today, were there any unfamiliar faces attached to it that may have been suspicious?
Especially since you're the one who is personally checking these caravans.
See, he thinks for a moment and says, "Everyone from the caravan was somebody I have seen before. There was a one of the members looked a little different than they usually did, but not anything that was really worth investigating over.
Different how?
Had a different energy to him. I don't really know how to best put it, but more confidence, more." His eyes were a lot more piercing than normal. I don't really have a better way to describe it than that.
Were they blue?
Yes, why do you ask?
Just a
Is that relevant?
What was that person's name?
Sorry, I closed this tab and I shouldn't have. Yeah, probably just gonna have to copy and paste this. Cephik Caltro. Put in Roll20 chat. There you go. But he's been working for Torga's caravan for a little while now. I don't see any reason for him to be of suspicion.
I'm gonna take a small step back and just take a look at Rue as like that's all I needed.
So, are we done here?
I suppose. But if I hear of you throwing
now.
refugees into jail, I might be back.
If you decide to cause any trouble in town, I'm sure we'll be seeing each other real soon.
What kind of creature was the sheriff again?
Not a gnome. Was it a gnome? Rock gnome, I think.
He was a rock gnome.
Oh, so he's really tiny.
Yeah, he's like 3 feet.
Oh, okay. Well, as I
Which
walk
we
away,
could easily pick up and toss into the middle of the street.
as we walk away, I'm just gonna give him a pat on the head. Say, "Be a good sheriff."
You see, he's like very much trying to resist the urge to arrest you.
Remember that you too came from humble beginnings, rock gnome.
What would you know about my humble beginnings?
All gnomes come from humble beginnings, my dear.
Oh, so racism. You can add that to your list of charges.
Racism.
You think all rock gnomes are beneath you? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, that's not what you're hearing. I am pointing out that you too came from humble beginnings, just like these refugees. That your culture came from humble beginnings.
My job to protect the people of this town, and that is what I will continue to do. And he leaves.
I really want to drop kick this gnome.
I'm sure there will be a time and place for that later on. But murdering the sheriff in the middle of town might not be his strongest.
I didn't say murder. I was gonna hoof him into next year.
Well, that's still assault.
If you want to hoof him into next year, I think there's a different party member that would be better equipped for that.
Yes, you would be much better at that. Just pick him up and then, like, yeet him, shock put him into the next year.
Can I confirm that you are not assaulting the sheriff at this time?
I am starting to walk away.
No, we're not assaulting him.
Taylor, is that Lily I see? I see movement in the corridor there. Sorry.
Yep. She's in the seat.
I just see her like headbanging. Anyways, so at this point, I'm assuming the party's gonna reconvene. Don't think you guys had any other leads you wanted to go off for.
As we walk past the murder scene, are there any obvious like viewpoints or windows?
Viewpoints or windows? Sorry, like looking onto the courtyard, or?
Yeah, because we're assuming now that he was murdered someplace between his house and his workshop.
Mhm.
So as we're walking along, I just kind of want to get a sense of like which houses could have seen something.
So I'm not gonna like go through and ping them, but you will notice like most houses have like windows towards the street. So like specifically in the courtyard, all buildings would probably be looking in towards that direction. Trying to think of like middle-aged. Yeah, there's glass blowing, so there's glass windows and stuff. Yeah, most houses would have a window looking on that way. If there was any like side streets or anything, like say this is probably, no, it's probably a main street. Yeah, you can assume there's like windows everywhere.
Do we see any side streets that look like a convenient place to kill somebody and then drag their body into the public square?
Because of the way this map is drawn, not particularly any side streets. I guess smaller gaps like between here could have been used as a shortcut. That might be worth taking a look at. Any gaps that are like aren't as thick as the main roads would probably be considered side streets, unless they lead into a dead end. Then it's just not that helpful.
Do I see any tracks or drag marks in the area?
Give me an investigation check.
Blood.
Survival check. Survival.
15.
Fortunately, at this point, many hours have gone by. There's been a lot of movement in the area. Anything specific for like a dragging would have probably been walked over at this point.
Okay.
All right. I'll say at this point, the party reconvenes. Let's meet up in the middle of town.
All right.
Well, it doesn't look like he made it to his workshop.
Although we did find this like glass thing.
Showing that to the party.
I don't have it, but
Sure, yeah.
All right. Rue and Brontar, would you guys like to make history checks? See if you can identify the symbol.
All right.
14.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Apparently, you guys should have been the ones that found it. So this is a symbol of a. Let me get the right wording here, so I don't misinform. So this is the symbol of a organization known as the Zahentarim. I'm going to put that in chat so people can get the spelling of it. They are a merchant, or sorry, not a merchant, a mercantile. Is mercantile the right word?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
mercantile.
mercenary.
Sorry?
Mercenary,
mercenary.
aren't they?
What's the difference between mercenary and mercantile? Whatever. Anyways,
I think-
they.
Say mercantile?
Wait, are you trying to say like merchants or
Mercantile?
mercenary?
No, like it's a group that like works off of not merchants, mercs, assassins, spies.
Okay, so then you
thieves,
want
stuff like that.
mercenary.
Okay, my bad. It's greater mercantile, or it says here mercantile organization. I'll have to look and see what that word means, but
Mercantile usually means merchants.
greater mercantile organization.
Well, they do trade.
Yeah,
Is it
like
sort of kind
they're
of like underground trading.
yeah. You'll know that the
Okay,
Zentrum
so
very
black
much.
market.
Yes, they're also were once known as the Black Network. They do a lot of behind the scene trading. The main idea of the Zentrum is that nothing is more powerful than money, basically. They have in the past been known to be involved in some shadier situations, but have recently gone through a rebranding and are like trying to present themselves as more of a you need forces, we can provide you bodies kind of thing. Publicly trying to be less connected to the shady stuff, if that makes sense.
all right. So what'd you guys find out?
The sheriff needs to be drop kicked.
Specifically jockey.
He is small and his ego is big.
He was so tiny. I say that with like almost a hint of adoration for how little he was. He was so tiny.
We found out that they jail the refugees here, and he was incredibly suspicious when we questioned him about the money.
He seemed to inadvertently point the finger at a Cephicaltra, I believe was the name, if I wrote it correctly.
Who is part of the caravan and has apparently worked with the caravan for a very long time.
Had a different air about him this time around.
Sounds like they may be connected to this group then.
Sounds like it.
Well, I
So is
think
there
we've
anything
done
else in
everything
town?
we can do here. Any word about where the caravan might be?
No word, unfortunately.
How far is my familiar away from me, approximately?
Take a look, see at the measurement here.
If I recall from last session, were we told that they were heading towards Targos next?
I think they're heading to East Haven next. Let me just double check.
East Haven? I think he told us the direction that they were headed, but I don't think I wrote it down.
Yeah, they are heading to East Haven next, which is ironically east of Bridgehander.
That might be why it's called
Targos.
East Haven.
And East Haven is a fair bit of a walk from here. Let me double check the travel time. If you're going to East Haven, you'd expect that to be a 7.5-hour walk. If you're going to Targos, which is the other city that had recently had a murder, 2-hour walk. You can see me around 5 p.m. The sun is no longer visible, like you're in the early night, part of the Frost Maiden's muckery. Days are very short here.
Therefore, they would still be on. They would be on the road, though. And with the sudden snowstorms,
would we potentially have any information as to, is it like a continuous cycle that the caravan goes and how long it takes them to get from place to place?
I don't believe you'd have any way of having that information just yet. More than just that they travel between the towns. Believe you might be able to know that they travel to all 10 towns.
How about how often they come back to one individual town?
Without specifically asking someone, I don't know how you'd have that information just yet.
Fair.
Guess you would be able to know that. Let's see. She does. The caravan doesn't really have a set inventory. They sell varying stuff.
I'm assuming kind of whatever they pick up and drop off at each place.
Yeah, that's probably a good way of looking at that.
or items being sent from places that
Yeah.
still have an economy.
I can't remember. Do we know approximately how long they stay in a city before they leave?
I believe they spend about a day. Yeah, you've probably heard they spend about a day in town. They could sometimes be obviously held up by weather and have to wait in the town for a few days if like a bad blizzard comes through. But on average, if weather's fine, they do like to leave the day after they arrive.
So we're talking about a fortnight for them to do the full cycle, probably. Assuming they go to all 10 cities.
Yeah.
So what direction does the party want to go next? We got options.
From East Haven, where would they likely go?
I don't know if they go up to the cares.
Oh, if they left this morning for East Haven, and they're planning on leaving in the morning,
We could make it. As long as no snowstorms come in.
You will know traveling at night is more dangerous than traveling at day.
Yeah. And they already have, what, about a 7-hour head start on us that way?
Yeah, that's true.
So they're probably almost already there if they haven't been held up.
7-hour head start. They're probably not on foot,
Yeah.
and they're going to leave there first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
I think our best option is to try to talk to someone that would know what the general loop is that they run, and see if we can find out where they go after East Haven.
I'd say we look for the most well-acquainted merchant.
Yes, talking
do
to
it.
anyone in the merchant class would be good.
Well, unfortunately, local glassblower's dead, so that one's not an option. But you do know Black Iron Blades is a shop that sells stuff. The inns maybe would have some trade with them. Getting the idea they probably aren't much of a like food and drink seller, so that might be less useful.
How about the I'm Shander, glassblower's
Sorry,
friend,
what?
the own carver.
Could be an interesting angle. You don't really know anything about them on where to find them, though. You've just heard of them.
Sure.
Wouldn't be hard to ask at an inn if they've heard of him and where to find him, though.
Would you like to do that?
Yes, please.
Okay. Alright, you guys can give me persuasion checks as you're looking for answers.
$18.
Okay.
12.
14.
Oh no, Maida.
That is no longer relevant. Okay. Alright, so, since you were given a name that I didn't give a name for, you are able to ask specifically for that, so you will get the idea that the Scrimshander did actually work relatively closely to the glassblower in a building just a few, like a block away from where he was. You're also going to hear some people talking in the inn, whispering about apparently in Bremen there are fishers that are being terrorized by a monster that lives in Mare Dualden. Strange that none of the other towns on the lake have been harangued by this monster. And in case you're curious, Bremen is a town that's just a little further past Targos on the other side of the Sharn Green River. So those that are local to 10 towns will know that you have to cross the frozen river to get to Bremen.
So the opposite direction as East Haven.
Opposite direction. Targos and Bremen are to the west, East Haven's to the east.
So we should probably talk to the whatever the dude guy, the bone guy, and investigate things.
Alright, the person's name that you're looking for is going to be Ulster Heartpot. That's the Scrimshander? Whatever, that word.
Scrimshander?
Yeah. Did you like
Jesus,
check
what a
in with
name.
them before? Yeah, that you'll be able to realize this name probably belongs to a halfling.
That is a weird job for a halfling to get into.
Tiny fingers,
Kind of weird.
smaller
Get up
attention to detail, perfect for
True.
bow edging.
And halflings very much into crafting.
And potatoes.
Potatoes. And second breakfasts.
Potatoes.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. So, just to see if you guys are going together, you guys get to the shop. Seems to be closing up for the day.
Who wants to approach him?
I'll
Sorry, was that
approach him.
Brontar that was approaching? Okay.
No, I
you
was
were
just
approaching?
asking who was approaching.
Okay.
I will
so
approach him.
As you're walking towards the shop, he's gonna call out, I'm sorry, you'll have to come by tomorrow. We're closing up early tonight.
We only need a moment of your time, sir.
I'm not taking any commissions at the moment, I'm sorry.
We're not looking for a commission.
I think you're in the wrong place then. I don't know what more I could offer. This is what I do.
We want to talk to you about your friend.
I have a lot of friends. Which one would you be asking about?
The glass blower.
See a wave of sadness comes over his face and says, yeah, I'm actually closing up shop early today so I can head over to the family house for a little pay and respects. Make sure the wife's doing okay and all that. Really a tragedy.
Did you know of this piece?
Showing this is interesting, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'll show him the Zentrum coin or piece.
Show him the piece that we
Looks at it
stole.
and looks at it and says, "Oh no, but that's definitely his handiwork. I can't say I've seen that before. It's quite neat."
Have you
But why
seen
do you
anyone?
have-
That's none of your business. Question note: have you seen anyone suspicious hanging around him or around his workshop?
No, unfortunately, I tend to stick to my own work. There was nothing. I didn't see anybody or anything causing him any issues until he was dead.
Did he? So he didn't deal with any suspicious people or anything? Anyone coming and asking him for unusual pieces to be made? He hadn't mentioned anything like that.
If he did, wouldn't have. If he did, he wouldn't have mentioned anything, or he didn't mention anything of that to me. We did like to talk about some of the crafts he got, especially when they were more unique. But I don't seem to remember him being ever concerned about anybody.
All right, that is all we needed to know.
Sorry, I couldn't be of more help. Oh.
One more question for you. There's a caravan that passes through here from time to time. Do you know where they would have been heading after here?
They're probably heading out east. They came from Targos, so they were most definitely stopping off at East Haven. Not really anywhere else in between. They might have gone to Goodmead, but East Haven's got better.
Can't imagine we'd catch them in East Haven at this point, but do you know where they're headed after that?
I think they like sticking to the trade way. Going up to the Cares is more trouble than it's worth, and well, they might stop by Goodmead. Goodmead's got good mead.
Okay. That's all I needed to know.
I don't see them going all the way to Dugan's Hole, though.
Actually, a couple more questions. Did you notice anyone unusual on this caravan this time?
Nope. The Torga's pretty set on her crew. She doesn't change people out. No, unless they die, but nobody died in her crew for a few years.
What about the driver? The lead guy. Did he seem suspicious at all?
Fortunately, Torga's the driver. She's the one that owns the caravan. She does the driving. She enjoys what she does. Talking about her compatriots that she keeps with her, she usually keeps them as like guards to protect her. Make sure nobody tries stealing from them, and while traveling through 10 towns, you need protection.
Any unusual wares this time?
Wares? Like people that can turn into animals?
No. He's a merchant. He should know what wares mean.
Oh, sorry. I was actually like thinking of that. My bad.
Face palm.
I don't tend to go to her too often. So unfortunately, I wouldn't know whether they had any interesting stuff or not.
So you don't procure your items from her at all?
No, I get my material from Tourmaline.
Okay. What do they normally cart to and from, essentially? If you can answer that.
Like, sled carries provisions and supplies. No, that's not what they sell. What's just that? Goods for sale. Wood, flint, tinder, flasks of whale oil, blankets, furs, rations. They do some trade with Good Mead to sell some of their stuff. Some medicines. And
Okay.
let me just make a check to see if they would know this part.
So nothing suspicious or unusual.
They
Nope,
don't know
just whatever
nothing.
they can get their hands on.
All right, thank you.
All right. What would the party like to do next? Y'all got options.
I think we need to figure out where we're heading to next and plan that.
I think if the caravan's natural route is from here to East Haven and then Goodmead. Goodmead seems like the logical place.
That sounds good to me.
And are you heading out this evening, or are you going to go in the morning?
How far is it?
Friendshander?
It's definitely closer than East Haven is.
6-hour walk. An hour and a half closer.
I would say first thing in the morning.
Agreed.
Seems like the safest bet.
Wise.
All right. If you all would like to spend the night in Bryn Shander, then you can pay a gold to have a room at the local inn, and you can do a long rest on your characters. To do that, for those that are new to D&D Beyond, at the top of your screen there is, once it loads, I can explain it. Top middle, above your stats, you see short rest, long rest. Click the long rest, and a pop-up will pop up. Make sure you have recover all hit dice selected. I don't think that'll matter this time because you didn't get in too many combats. Then when you press the take long rest button, it'll like go green and a countdown will start. You'll want to click that again before that countdown expires to actually do the long rest.
I can pay for all our rooms out of the $50 we found.
Oh yeah, you pocketed that?
Yeah. Well, I put it in the party inventory, actually.
Alright, well if you want to subtract 5 gold from that, you can do so.
Cool. We still have 45 gold.
Not really anything there helpful. So we're in good mead. Before we do, let's see if there's any other rumors that you guys hear. Let's have everyone make a persuasion check if you feel like spending any time in the inn looking for information.
Oh
Mate,
my
I don't
goodness.
think you even went into the inn.
I'm just
I got 20, but not that 20.
I got 7. I didn't even laugh.
18.
Alright, so you guys will get 2 then. So you'll hear that in Dugan's Hole, people live in fear of winter wolves that haunt the outskirts of town. As big as horses they are, and smarter than normal wolves. Give that one. Hey, this one's relevant. Alright. In Goodmead, the town speaker was recently killed by a 9-foot-tall giant. Rumor has it that the giant stole a shipment of honeymead, without which a handful of taverns in 10 towns might go dry.
That's a crisis.
Yes, it is. They are quite concerned that they won't get their good mead.
Let's inquire about that one.
Inquire as in here or at in Goodmead you'll inquire?
When we get there.
That's what I need. Okay. So it was 6-hour travel. So we'll have Harun, Brontar, and Rue. You guys can each give a d20. See if any random encounters happen.
Do I do that?
So on the bottom left of your screen, you should see a red symbol of a confirm. If you click that, a pop-up should happen. I don't know why it's not working for me.
It's
Either.
purple.
Oh, that one.
Either way.
11.
I don't know if mine rolled.
Doesn't look like it. Try again.
It's not working. I have my d20 in front of me though.
Sure, that works. There's also a d20 you could roll in roll 20 as well if you wanted to do that.
I got a big
you got
fat
it.
1.
Oh,
So
you
2
too?
ones. If you're not sure. Roll 2. Dice D20. See, count down. Alright, Maida, why don't you give me a D20 to see the results of those two? See what happens. 13. Okay. Now, shit, I don't have. Alright. Now, I need everybody's passive perceptions. You'll be looking at the middle left side of your screen. There you have this senses box. I need the score beside the passive perception.
For me.
I have a 10.
For everybody. 10? Okay.
15.
Passive perception. Where did you say? Oh, right there.
Middle, yeah.
9.
Alright, so it looks like Maida is going to be the one to notice this. Nobody else will. But, oh, alright, I made a folder for this. Over here. You can delete that. Fix this. So I'm just taking a moment to set up the random encounter. Images. Move you guys over. Alright, so like last time, you guys will be on the very well drawn west side of the map. This is one of the
Beautiful.
maps that you'll probably be seeing multiple times in the campaign, as you know, it's a random encounter map, so easy for me to use and all that. Maida, you are going to notice on this like rock cliff looking over the path, you're going to see a like bow and arrow kind of sticking out from the snow, as it looks like somebody might be like waiting to attack people on the road.
Okay, I'm gonna make the hand signal for stop.
Does everybody know what that means?
No, we're completely
I don't know. I
dumb.
rolled
Yes,
a
we know
1,
what I
so.
meant. The same.
What is hand?
I'm gonna gesture for everyone to like crouch down and then point out that there seems to be some sort of ambush.
All right, now that it's been pointed out to everybody, you will see that there is a you know, set of hands holding a like crossbow or what kind of weapon did they use? Should verify. Yeah, just a short bow. Poised with a short bow, seems to be looking out onto the road. They do look like they're buried in snow, so you can't tell like what it is.
Can we try to stealth behind them?
You know, traveling through snow is harder to stealth than traveling through through road, but you can try. And do you want the whole group trying to stealth behind?
Probably not.
Also, because of where we are right now, oh, I didn't move maps over here. On the part of the map over here, looks like a frozen river. Assume that's just snow, because we're not near the river, so you don't have to worry about that being something to worry about. So who is going for the sneak?
Sorry, where is the creature?
No, the river. Oh, the creature is here in the over
Okay.
here. There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
try.
can't get myself on the map.
Okay, I can help with that.
I think my plan I'm gonna whisper this to everybody, but I'll try to sneak behind them and like kick them off the rocks that they're hiding on.
There you go.
Thank you.
Sorry, mate, I missed what you said there because I was helping with that.
I'm just telling the party that I'm gonna sneak around the whatever it is and try to kick it off the rocks that it's on.
Okay. Party, you get to wait for her to do her thing?
Sure.
So Mayday, you can start
Don't
heading
forget
this
that
way.
some of us have familiars that we can send out too. They would be inconspicuous.
But familiars can't kick people off of a cliff, is what she's wanting to do.
No, I understand that.
Do you
But
have
we can find out
a?
what they are or what they want.
Would you like to?
Sure.
I think the best way to meet people is when they're defenseless on the ground.
Okay, that works too.
All right. Once you get to this point, you can give me a stealth check. And out of curiosity, are you using snowshoes? Or are you using boots?
Yes, I do have snowshoes.
See if that can help in the situation. All right. Once you get to there, you are going to see. Oops. Oops. If I don't add random letters. There we go. There's a few more humanoids hiding up here. There is. Did I make that too big? Oh, I did not make a good grid on this. I'm gonna have to fix that. I didn't notice that. Alright. So ignore the little squares. We're gonna use the squares that Roll20 recognizes. I don't know how I fucked that up that badly. Anyways. There's one there. One here. Here. And you can assume that there is the one holding the arrow here on the rock. You are going to be able to identify these as orcs. Maida, give me a history check. With advantage. Because of your, living here and stuff.
14.
Alright, so you'll know that the orcs around here generally belong to the Many Arrows tribe.
Many arrows. Like M-I-N-I or M-A-N-Y?
Sorry, what?
Mini or mini?
Many. I'll copy and paste that to verify. Yeah, Many Arrows tribe.
Mini would have been funnier.
Yeah.
Would have been, but I think they'd be insulted by that.
They shoot
Tribe of
dicks.
skinny
They're
bitty
orcs.
gorillas.
They can't be insulted. They're dumb as fuck.
That's pretty insulting that you say that. And you're not disproving the racism that the dwarf, that the gnome is accused you of.
Wasn't doing racism towards the gnome, but orcs, yes.
Towards orcs is fine, okay. Alright, so Maida, what would you like to do with this information? Actually, this guy's probably further up here. He'd be here.
I'm gonna indicate with my hands again that there are 4, and then I know common sign language, so I'm gonna try to do the sign for orc.
Does anybody else here know common sign language on their languages list?
Well, I don't remember. Hold on.
No.
So your languages list will be the bottom left section of your character sheet.
No,
Could
unfortunately.
they make an inference? I'm just thinking about like the concept of the sign for like bullshit being pretty obvious.
Unfortunately, I don't know what the signing is for orc, but
Me either.
for the sake of it, we'll say that yes, you're able to convey to your party that it is an orc attack party.
Okay.
And then I think I'm gonna go back further, like here. to leave room for my party if they want to sneak up.
All right. Would you guys like to position yourselves? Just giving you time, waiting to see what you guys would like to do.
I'll sneak up with her.
All right. I will need a stealth check from you once you get into this area.
Do we know if the orcs are generally violent?
Oh yes, the many arrow tribes is very like they are
I
like
was gonna
orc
give them the benefit of the
supremacists.
doubt, but sure.
No, specifically the many arrows tribes. They are like proud followers of Grumpsh, who's like the orc god of slaughter. So like you can expect rape and pillage out of these guys.
So I can just move up behind her. Yes.
Stealth check first for me.
A what check?
Stealth check. It'd be the last
Spell
one. in the skills.
check?
Stealth.
Stealth. Oh, sorry.
Sneaky check.
Yeah, just say sneaky check next time.
All right, fine. Sneaky check.
I'll throw a sneaky
22.
check in there too.
Nice. All right, you can get yourself as close to Meta as you want to. Sorry, who was that? Brontar, what are you doing?
22 with a natural 20.
Was that also stealth?
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, where did you want to go to? Go ahead and move yourself
Same
to
spot.
where- Okay. And Harm, what would you like to do? If you're talking, your mic might be muted. If you're around. Harm, you there?
Sorry.
All right. Have you heard what was happening?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move up to where. Not quite for this just stealth check.
From there, you're still good. Okay. And there, are you just waiting for the party to move?
Yeah. 'Cause
All right, who wants to?
I should still have line of sight on at least 2 of them, right?
Yeah, you'll have line of sight of this guy. You can infer that guy, and this guy you'd have line of sight on. Not this one, though.
Okay.
All right. Mate, are you making the leading attack? See you lighting up, but I'm not hearing you. Oh, there you are.
No, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot to attack.
Who would you like to attack? I don't know if I've explained this, but for attacking out of initiative, to start the initiative, whoever is making the first attack, they can make it. But then once it gets to your turn on the first round of initiative, your action would have already been used. So you're just getting that earlier to start it. I hope that makes sense. It'll make more sense as we go through.
Should we do surprise instead?
Yeah, if you'd prefer that. Like if you don't want to be making the first attack, we can do that, I guess. But surprise rules have changed, where it's just disadvantage on initiative and advantage on initiative for you guys.
What?
Yeah, surprise got neutered in 2024.
Ew, I want my full round of attacks before anyone can hit me back.
Yeah, that's why they got rid of that.
It's so hard to get surprise. We had to roll so many stealth checks.
Yeah, now all it gives you is advantage on initiative.
Oh
Disadvantage
my
for them.
god. Well, I
So
would
what
rather
if
have
she kind of gave us like a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and we all just rush in to try to make a surprise attack?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be against that idea. I like that. So that'll basically have we'll have everyone roll initiative, but all of your attacks will happen first in initiative, and then the rest will carry out from there. Does that sound good?
Do we get advantage on initiative still or no?
Yes, you're still gonna get that. But since you're coordinating the attack, I like the extra effort, so we will do that. Why can't I? Oh, that's why. Okay. So everyone, go ahead and roll initiative. give us some more interesting music.
I can't find this. Where am I? What? Oh, never mind. I found it. I'm dumb.
All right, I could
got
help,
you.
I'm
but
good.
if you got it,
Are we kidding, Dice?
I got a
What'd you
5.
I rolled a 1 and a 3.
I got 11.
Well, I think I saw somebody with advantage roll a 1 and a 2 earlier, if I remember correctly.
Never hold
That was me.
a 5.
Yeah, I thought that.
I got a 5 too.
Sorry, I'll get you guys' scores in a second. I'm just recording mine. Oh wait, I'm supposed to have disadvantage. So that's that, and you are that. I need to roll 4 more. Why don't you be open twice? I don't need that. 2, 3, 4. So 3 and 11. And you guys. All right, Maida, what'd you get?
5.
You sound so proud of that.
With
Brontar?
advantage, and I have a +2.
11.
11. Harun
18.
and Aruk.
5.
You and Maida are right there together.
We're best friends for life.
All right,
At
so
least
your
with our
attacks are
rolls.
your attacks are going off at the same time, but we'll just go in the order of initiative for you guys first and then them. Harun, you want to make your attack?
Yeah, it's gonna be on. That one.
All right, Eldritch Blast.
Hell yeah.
Now, did you want to use your bonus action first, or are you just Eldritching?
Yeah, Eldritch right now. I got 11 for hit.
You have advantage because they don't know you're there.
Oh yeah, that's right. That didn't help. Got 9.
All right. Fortunately, that's going to hit the rock right behind him, and he like looks around. He's like, "What the fuck was that?" Well, he'd say that in Orc. I don't know if anyone here speaks Orc. I doubt it.
Ah.
Make pig grunts, you're good.
Anything else for your turn, Harold?
No, that's it.
Okay. Next is Druidic, Dwarvish, Giant. Reghead has his own language? Damn.
Yep.
No, or
I mean, Giant's kinda close. Nah. Brontar.
Alright. So, we are going to move to right there. And I am going to take a swing with my great axe.
Reminder, you have advantage.
God bless it.
How about a 24?
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll hit most things in
Alright.
existence.
Okay. I like that. 14.
Nice. You happen to pick one that had 1 hit point less than 14, which I could have just said had 13 hit points, but he's dead.
damn.
Would you like to continue your movement?
I'm going to continue moving a little closer, just because I have a little bit of movement left.
Would you like to use your bonus action for anything? I don't know if it's in the core rules, but there is I allow bonus action shoves if you want to try to knock somebody prone. It's your athletics or acrobatics check versus their athletics or acrobatics of their choice. Knocking somebody prone gives advantage to physical, like melee attackers, but range attackers will have disadvantage. That's up to you on whether you want to or not.
Actually, as a bonus action, I am going to throw myself into a rage.
Alrighty. That works. works too. And that'll bring us to Rue and Maida. Believe Maida has the higher of the dex score between you two, so we'll have Maida go first for the tiebreaker.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Sounds good.
So I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action. And then try to hit him with the longbow.
Yeah, technically you gotta hit before you roll your Hunter's Mark damage, but...
That just said for the casting. I rolled two
okay.
10s. 16.
That is interesting. What is the, math chances of rolling the same number twice on a d20? But 16 hits.
So 10 damage altogether.
Alright, probably gonna be able to live that. Yeah, this one's beefy. But that is enough to bloody him. As a reminder, bloodied means less than 50% health.
I'm going to take cover behind something. Like a rock or a tree or a bush or something.
Yeah, there's a rock there. You're not a rogue, though, so you can't, bonus action stealth, but...
No. I just want to have my head down so they can't shoot back.
Sounds good. Alright, Rue.
Let
What you feel?
me see how far this is going. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead on that
Sorry,
one that's injured.
Rue, not Harry.
Oh, I thought you said a ring.
My bad. Sass?
No, I'm thinking.
Okay, sorry.
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile.
Who you targeting?
And I'm gonna hit that guy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeah, hold on.
No problem.
That was a big fat 4.
4 damage, but magic missile, you get 3 missiles, so you can roll damage again.
2?
Oh, that one's not great. You got one more in him.
So 4.
So if I math that correctly, that was 10 damage. 10 damage was exactly what he had left, so that magic missile finishes him off.
Perfect. I'm not useless.
Anything else you'd like to do for your turn? Movement or, I don't think you have any bonus actions, but...
I'm gonna move as well. Because, I am in the direct line of sight of this weenie.
So you can move up to 6 squares.
There we go.
Alright, you good with that?
Yep. There's a bush, so we're good.
Now these guys get to go. Let's see. This one's gonna throw off his little ghillie suit he was hiding behind and realizes that him and his party are being attacked. He's gonna turn around and take a shot at Harun. His bow. Unfortunately, that's a nat 20, so that's definitely gonna hit.
Alright.
But they're not great with a bow, so 1d6, 2d6 plus.
Wait, the many arrows tribe is bad at bows.
It's poor decision of game making. But yeah, orcs are like physical fighters, not dex fighters. So, Brontar, that'd be 7 piercing damage.
Brunter or me?
I was targeting Brontar.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he's the one who just took damage.
Yeah, he's the closest one in sight. Like this guy doesn't actually know Harun's around, so. Brontar, you got that damage?
Yep.
And you're aware that you're raging, so you take less damage?
Nope.
So from bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage, you take half damage.
Half damage. So 7, rounded up to 4,
Round down 3.
round down 3.
This one's going to try to great axe you. 19 on the die, 24 to hit. Good thing you're raging. Because that's cool, Jesus. That is 14 slashing damage, so reduce that down to 7.
Damn. That hurt.
And now, Harun, your turn.
All right. I'm going to move. And I am going to cast Eldritch Blast at that one.
Got it.
25.
That'll definitely hit. Is that a nat 20?
No, it was 19.
You got a +6, nice.
Let's see. And 13 damage.
Alright, you very, very almost killed him. He's like barely hanging on.
And then I am going to bonus action and heal Bruntar. I heal him for 10.
Thank you.
Alright, should be handy for him. Alright, this guy's gonna put down his bow. He's going to charge Harun. His great axe. Jesus, dice, settle down. That's another 18 on the die, so 24 to hit, unfortunately. For 12 damage
That's
to
fine.
Harun.
And I react with Hellish Rebuke.
Oof. I don't think there's a point of me saving because I'm pretty sure he's dead regardless. But I made I got a 14 on my deck save.
14 is what you needed.
Check. and
But you take
see
half
Hellish
damage.
Rebuke. Yeah.
So he's
got
dead anyway.
damage.
So you 7 fire damage, so half would still be 3.
Which is still more than he has. He attacks you, and you decide to light him up. He's dead.
You said it was 12 damage I took, right?
Yes. Brontar, your turn.
Okay. Well, looks like there's only one guy left, so we're swinging for the hills.
I'd swing for the enemy, but, you know, you do you.
Okay. The enemy it is. $13.
Believe that does hit. Yep, that is the number you need.
All right. Nine plus 2 for rage is 11.
11. Deals a lot of damage to him, but he is barely standing. I guess this will be critical now. There we go. He like grits his teeth as you land a big blow on him, and he says in common, "Groom shall allow me to take my foe with me." Anything else for your turn?
Uh, no, I think that's it.
All right, Maida, you see this orc. He's like pulling his great axe for a heavy blow. Might be able to stop him before he attacks. If you're talking, you're muted.
Sorry. Yes, I will bonus action move my hunter's mark. Yes, yeah, that it's a different one now.
Yep.
21
Okay,
to hit.
21's definitely gonna hit.
9 piercing and 5 force from hunter's mark.
Well, that is more than enough damage. He is dead. Y'all get some victory music.
Yay!
As y'all have defeated the raiding party. Victory music's pretty great, isn't it?
I don't have it, but yay!
Oh. Did you mute Kenku?
I did, yeah.
Well, everyone else gets victory music then.
I have
I didn't
Sapphire
do it.
Book of Thoth for my victory music, which is
As
pretty
long
great.
as it's
so.
empowering.
It's metal, of course. It's empowering.
Alright. Would you guys like to continue your way on to Goodmead?
Yes.
Yes. Anybody got a heal that they can spare?
Yes.
Or you could take a short rest. It's up to you guys.
No, we can do this faster because I have a med kit.
There we go.
Once I find it in my... Where did I put this?
I think
Inventory?
medkits give healing, dude.
They do. When you take a feat because you're a human being.
Oh, you have the healer feat?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my god. If I could find it though. Here we go.
While she's doing medkit things, I'm just gonna start going around and searching corpses for anything interesting.
That's what I was wondering if anyone was going to do. Alright, so you'll note that all 4 of them have a great axe. So you guys can throw 4 great axes into the party holding unless anybody wants to claim one of them. They each also have a javelin.
So you use one of your hit dice and then you regain the HP equal to that roll plus 2.
And we're giving that to Harn?
Yeah. So I think
What
it's
die
a
is that?
D8 for warlocks. It'll be one of the dice under your short rest.
Yeah, it's a D8.
D8.
Did you say it was hit die plus con?
No, plus 2. And if
I
you
got
roll the 1, you
4.
can re-roll. Cool, so you heal 6.
I like
does
that.
that
It's 11
spend
out
a
of
hit die?
17.
It does expend that die, yeah.
Sorry, did you say they each have a javelin?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing you guys get all hit dice back on a long rest.
That's why it's like a faster short rest.
And you'll also find each of them is carrying a little bit of gold on them. So in total, you'll find 18 gold. How do we split that?
All items routed to the party inventory.
Okay, did you just put the 18 gold in that?
Yeah,
as well.
added it to the
Okay,
45 that was there already.
that works. And if anybody needs money, you can just look in the party chat later. So you guys were heading to Goodmead, correct?
Yes.
Looking for it on my map. There it is. As damn, I forgot to do this for Brinchander. So, each town has a town crest or whatever, which I will give to everybody once you first arrive at the town. I should have given this for Brinchander, but I forgot to. That's what their coat of arms looks like for the town you were just in. And as you enter Goodmead, surprisingly, theirs is a cask of mead.
Wow, amazing.
Very creative thinkers here.
Wouldn't have thought it.
My flabbers have been gasted.
Very flabbergasted, yes.
You're welcome. So I had prepped for you guys going west today, so I'm just refreshing my notes on what this place
Never
is like.
prep for us going anywhere. We're gonna go where we're gonna go.
Like,
I
I do
feel
have
your
this prepped,
agony
I'm
right
just
now,
reminding myself. Yeah.
Whatever you think you were gonna do the opposite.
Yeah, exactly.
I just prepped
I'm
this
just
2 weeks
gonna-
ago, so I just have to remind myself.
I'm just gonna
Yep,
go feed Chen quickly. He's begging.
sounds good. Is your headset wireless? I forget if you'll be hearing us or not.
No, it isn't, unfortunately. I won't be long though.
I'll ask, May, did you get a chance to read the town information I gave you? If you're talking, you mute.
Mute.
I'm muted again. Yep. Yes, I did.
Okay. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, on the planning on advance topic, back years ago, I tried my hand at DMing a game, and
Yeah.
I had this wonderful, great encounter, all planned out, that ended with a vampire lord,
Oh.
and my party decided that the best way to counter it would be to turn undead and blast a hole through the ceiling during the middle of the day.
That's unfortunate. Pretty sure vampire lords are immune to turn undead, but I could be wrong on that. The sunlight thing is definitely gonna suck though.
Yeah, whatever the case was, it sucked. They absolutely destroyed the entire encounter, and I just gave them their experience and cried.
Did they at least feel that it was well earned? As long as they're happy.
Yeah, they felt like they definitely got one over on me. So.
Sounds like you felt that way too.
Yeah.
Just gonna wait for Sass to get back.
Yeah, I had to double check. Back at that point, it was 3.5. Vampire lords took severe penalties in sunlight, but didn't outright die.
Did they take damage still? I bet they would.
took minor damage and a -4 to attack rolls,
Ooh.
and the loss of certain abilities.
Yeah, I'm sure their regeneration was no longer happening.
Yeah, I think it's their regen is canceled. They didn't take much in terms of damage, but they also struggled to do damage. So.
Yeah, that'll do.
That looks interesting.
That was it.
I said that looks interesting.
Yeah, that is the caravan that you guys have been chasing down. You guys will be entering town from the east way here, so focus ping. There we go. The map is not to scale or anything, so like don't assume that just because your token's the size of a building, that you're the size of a building. Just having tokens on the map for representation.
Yeah, except for one of
isn't
us.
yeah, true. I think Sass is getting to her room now, so just be another minute. Like I heard her door close.
I'm back.
Hello. All right.
Hi,
so-
back.
Terrible. All right. So I know. Sorry, I'm blanking on how I want to word this. Sass, you have a fun reaction, or not reaction? What do you call those? Things that you can spend channel points on. Blurps. Fun blurp that'll work in this situation. But as you arrive to Goodmead, you guys are going to hear the sounds of bees, like all throughout the town. Because if there's the one thing Mead needs, it's honey. So this town has a lot of bees.
Finding it. Hold on.
Go for it. I know the rest of us won't be able to hear it unless we're listening to her stream, but
Not the bees.
There it is.
Wait. If this is a snow place, how do they have bees?
Don't ask questions.
They're snow
Hmm.
bees.
They. Oh, actually,
Magic,
give
maybe?
me a history check.
Me?
Yes, you, because you're townie. I know we haven't picked what town you're from, but you might know. Good
21.
Meads. All right, so yeah, you know that the people of Good Mead actually like give up their own heat to make sure that the bees can survive. Um,
They don't need heat, they need flowers.
well,
So
flowers.
they would need magic
Mhm.
guarding or apiaries. Is basically what they need.
Technically, as long as they're able to produce enough honey over the course of the summer,
What
in
summer?
the winter, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
they would need magic apiaries.
Maybe they built up a really big supply of honey the last time there was a summer 100 years ago.
Yeah, right. Magic apiaries. Go.
I don't think they give me an answer. Yeah, I'm not seeing one. They just say the town has bees, and we're just going with it, apparently.
Okay, well, make it up that they have magic apiaries, okay?
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Everybody is
flowers.
mandated to keep flowers inside their house so that the bees can come in and feed on the flowers.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is a thing. Every
That's the lore.
like everyone in this town either works on in the making of the mead or dealing with the honey, or sorry, dealing with the bees. So like that is on brand. And as you guys are entering town, you'll see Maida and Rue. You'll know that the mead hall, the biggest building in the town, is not the town hall, but where the mead is made. This town is as one note as it can get. You'll see that there is a caravan parked out front of the mead hall that seems to be getting some mead, making trade. The woman in the middle here. Oops, that's not what I wanted to click. You've heard her name, but now you can see her face. Torga Ice Vein. If this could load any slower, that'd be great. Thank you. Alright, that's Torga. She's the dwarf leading the caravan. She's got a few armed forces, which yeah, they're just people. And then I should have altered the character art. But this is what Wizards gave me, so that's the other guard of the group, and they are talking to. Are talking to a dwarf. He's arranging the transaction of mead to the caravan. Yeah, I think that's really all for the flavor text to get at the moment.
So out of curiosity, is my familiar anywhere around, or did he wander off a different way and never found him?
Oh yeah, so actually after the orc battle, walking to here, you would have caught up with him in between that and now.
All right. Did he discover anything?
Remind me what what you had him look searching for them for, just so I can.
He was kind of keeping an eye on them, see if they did anything out of the ordinary for a caravan.
Do you want this information privately, or are you cool with me just sharing it with everyone?
Well, since he's back, I can share it with everybody.
Okay, so he'd like tell you that the guy with the weird blue eyes, he doesn't sleep. He looks like he should sleep, but he doesn't sleep. Stays up all night, just carving at his ice tool. The rest of them all seem fine, but the not sleeping thing's weird.
Is that a sword made of ice?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I probably should have edited the character art, but that's what D&D gave me. So, he's holding a sword of ice.
All
Completely
right.
inconspicuous, but that's really cool.
It's just a sheer coincidence, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know how many people in a really cold climate would probably have swords made of ice?
Right?
Probably
Like,
half the sword carrying people.
maybe less so in the B town, but definitely in more of the militarized towns. Yeah, you guys see that trade's going on? If there's anything else you want to do, you can, but floor is kind of yours at the moment.
Um. I guess we should talk to Torga.
All right. As Sorga sees you guys approaching, she gives a friendly greeting and says, "Ah, new travelers. Do you have anything interesting to trade? I'd love to, make a transaction."
What do you find interesting?
Anything that you can't find at a normal store. Perk of being a traveling merchant is we get a revolving inventory. So whatever, people could want, I'd like to sell.
I do
Mainly
have those
we
weapons.
Oh, you have weapons? I wouldn't mind buying those off your hands.
All right.
Sell them all.
What do you have for me?
A couple great axes, javelins.
We have 4 great axes and 1 javelin. Yes.
Great axes, I can give you 3 gold per. So that'd be 12 gold for the great axes. That sound fair to you guys?
Yeah, that seems fair.
Alright, so you can add 12 gold to the party inventory. Javelins are the price of those. Now, before you sell the javelins, I will recommend maybe keeping at least 1 or 2 for the barbarian. Whenever you're not within range of somebody, you can throw a javelin with your strength score.
Yeah.
Do you want to claim any of those for yourself before they get sold off?
I'd probably grab 2 of them.
Any complaints with that in the party? I think there would be.
Nope.
Okay. So then we can sell the other 2 for 5 silver altogether. So yeah, just throw in 5 silver to the inventory with that as well. See, she looks a little disappointed. She's like, "You guys must be pretty new at this. You don't have anything exciting? Fancy weapons, no lost gems?"
Not currently, no.
Well, fortunately, if you spend your time out here in the Arctic wilds, there's sure plenty to find. When you do, make sure to stop by the shop, and I'll be sure to buy them off your hands.
Any particular kind of gems that you're interested in?
Magical, non-magical, as long as it's got value to it, I want it. No matter what I have, I guarantee I can find a buyer for it.
I am going to pull out a bloodstone from my pocket.
Where did you get that from? Just so I can look at the price of it. Is
Uh, that was from
probably from the
what's her name?
goblins, right?
No, that was from.
Ah, right.
I just totally forgot her name.
The quest giver.
Full spam.
That mission. So that is. Ooh, this is quite the quite the stone. Let's see. Be willing to buy that off you for 50 gold.
50 gold. I was hoping for a little bit more than that.
You're level 2 adventurer.
I'm saying that to her, not to you.
Curtain.
You just admitted you're an unexperienced adventurer. Be happy you're getting 50 gold for this.
Rude.
Are you good to trade that stone for 50 gold?
I think for 50 gold, it's going to live in my pocket a little longer.
No, I can't. I'm quite sure you won't find a buyer willing to give you more for it. So, have fun with that big heavy rock in your pocket.
Oh, he will.
Not that heavy.
Maybe not for somebody's relative size of yours, but still, it's just a big rock in your pocket. It's not doing much until you turn it to gold.
It's a 1 pound projectile.
Right. That's how I see it.
Really give the bloodstone its name.
Chuck in the middle of some goblins and watch them fight over it.
Find that. All right. Well, if there's nothing else I can help you all with, we have business to attend to. So would you mind, clearing off, doing other things? Unless you want to buy from me. I don't have anything particularly exciting in my inventory at the moment, but
Alright.
What do you have that's moderately exciting?
not sure you're quite deep enough pockets to be able to afford that.
Try me.
Doesn't hurt to look, though.
Well, she opens up a chest on her chest on her cart, and is like going through it, and she pulls out a fist-size potion, and says, "This here's a potion of greater healing. I'd be willing to sell this. I'd be willing to sell this for that bloodstone. How about that?"
What else do you got?
Picky, are you? All right. Let me take a look. See, I'm gonna come through, and you guys are the fighting type, right? Like you've been looking for something to help you in combat.
Yeah, things to help in
Yeah,
combat are always
probably.
helpful.
I got this nice little vial of drow poison that could help you out. Coat this on your weapon and watch your enemies fall asleep before you. What happens to them after that? No one needs to know. Feel like I don't have your interest in that? How about goes through and finds a potion of blue liquid, a potion of mind reading. Helps you dig around in people's minds. Of course, if buying them from me, you'll have to, agree to not use it on me or my compatriots, but professional courtesy.
Not of any use to us, unfortunately.
Reading people's mind, not useful. All right, you guys have a very high bar, apparently. Well, unfortunately, those are the best of the stuff I got available to me.
Do you have any sand?
Pocket sand.
Now, sand is not something you can easily find up here. But, looks through her stuff. I do have a small bag of it. About 2-pound bag. You're willing to sell this for a gold?
Did a glass blower from Brinshander ever buy any?
By sand?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, he did stop by. I've had a few come by. Yeah. Why do you ask?
Without not saying this to her or anything, but how many days has it been since he was killed, the guy?
It happened yesterday.
Did you happen to sell any to a glassblower in Bryn Shander the other day? Like yesterday, perhaps?
Of course. Why do you care?
Nothing to know, just a question.
We were fond of his work.
Were?
You didn't know
Elbows.
that one of your frequent customers ended up dead after you left?
Oh, that's terrible to hear. I'm sorry, no, this is the first I've heard of it. Word travels slowly in these parts. The
Seems
longer
that-
the winter has gone on, the more separated the towns have felt.
Seems as though this is an issue that is following your caravan. Because this has happened more than once.
How does a glassblower die more than once?
Well, the glassblower only died once.
Don't be a smartass.
And I don't see how this is an issue. If only one person has died.
Well, 3 separate people.
No, there
That's
have
odd.
been 3 deaths. And they all seem to follow after your caravan leaves. Or while your caravan is in the town.
Well, I don't remember any of us getting in any scraps with anyone recently. Other than, the wolves that try attacking us on the road, but... Can't say I have any association to those.
Have you noticed any odd behavior of people visiting your caravan or people that are working with your caravan?
My business has been as usual lately. You're asking a lot of questions.
How about your employees?
Yeah, you're asking a lot of questions. What are you trying to infer here?
Not really inferring, more just making sense of things.
I think you might need to be looking at your questions, or looking to be asking your questions elsewhere, because my men here have been working for me for quite some time. I trust them all wholeheartedly.
So no strange behaviors or anything from your men as of recently?
No, not that I'd tell a stranger to. One's asking questions that would cause a lot of problems.
I try a perception check to see if she believes she's telling the truth.
That would be insight.
Insight.
Insight?
Yeah.
What do I get with it? 2.
You are not sure. Like, you've no reason to not trust her.
No, we
Right.
don't, but we can still check. I could check as well. Because I
Well,
do
that's what I
have
was
a
saying.
wisdom.
The result of his check, but yeah, you can make one as well.
Okay.
Insight.
18.
All right, so you can tell that she believes what she's saying in the sense that she trusts her men. You can tell there's obviously a bit of information she's not giving, but yes, she does fully trust her men.
Well, only other thing I can think of is to get them wildly drunk and get them talking.
Let's see.
Would you like to suggest that to them?
I'm not even sure how I would suggest that.
I could also certainly leave my familiar in Invis and let him eavesdrop. I have a psychic bond with him up to a mile.
So you want him to just hang out with the crew, like with the caravan for a bit?
Yeah.
All right. Once they start wrapping up their transaction with the dwarf here, they'll they start heading out. They probably stay a day here. What's the inn here? That's not good meat tab. There it is. Do we not have it in? Shine. Tab. Come on, you're just not going to tell me how people stay the night here? All right,
Yeah.
so,
We can't put
Meta
the keys.
and... Sorry? Was there a question there?
Nah, just trying to be funny.
Alrighty. I missed it, unfortunately. So, Meta and Rue, the two of you will know that there are no inns or, like, taverns in Goodmead. It's kind of a town that you drop by and continue heading on your way. So you'll know, the two of you will know that, you know, they won't be staying in town. Once they're done their transaction, they'll be heading probably back towards, what was it? Bridgehander at this point. Yeah, because they went to East Haven.
That is weird considering good meat is where they make meat. You would think they would have
Yeah, I think
hall.
it's best to consider them as like a factory town.
That is so weird.
Be like, it's a
but
dry
it's
town.
what,
They make it, but they don't drink it.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, they are like very focused on their production. Might be an oversight in the writing of this chapter, but
Where
it's it.
I ask Torga, where is your next stop? Just out of curiosity.
We travel to 10 towns frequently, so we're heading off to Bryn Shander next. I'll be sure to pay my respects for the glassblower.
They're heading back to Bryn Shander again? Because they left it. They went from Bryn Shander over to East Haven, then to Goodmead, and now they're leaving for Bryn Shander again. That doesn't seems unusual.
They don't want to go north. There isn't really another option. Dugan's Hole is not worth going to for them. So to get to any of the other towns, they have to go through Bryn Shander. If you look at the map in Discord, like they have to go.
Yeah, I have it open.
Yeah, they have to go through Bryn Shander to get to Targos, Bremen, and Trumlene, and Lonelywood. And the Cares are difficult terrain to travel. Not a lot of population. They aren't going up there because they don't have the value for going there.
Okay. Then that makes more sense now.
Yeah. And East Haven is a great place to trade, so like there's no reason not to, and good mead is obviously a great place to get mead. So
Yeah.
So technically, we would be following them or walking with them. So that would be a really great way for us to kind of get better on Torga's better side.
It's either that or we could look into that giant that was stealing mead.
Yeah, we could do that too. Do we
It's up to
want to
you.
fight a giant?
repeat that name.
Does anyone want to not fight a giant?
I'm good either way. I got my familiar eavesdropping, so I'm good either way.
Sorry, I don't recall. Where was the giant supposed to be last seen?
So from the rumor you heard, a giant stole from this town a few kegs of mead.
Yeah, but where would the giant be?
That's all we got.
People in Brinchander would not know that, so you'd have to ask around here.
Okay. So I guess the best place to ask would be Mead Hall then.
Or Torga?
And for the Mead Hall specifically, Shander here is, helping with the transaction, so he would certainly be. Oh, we lost Taylor. Where'd she go?
Well, she said she got a headache, so she was signing off early.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, maybe this is a decent spot to end because we only got like 10 more minutes, anyways.
Okay.
I can be better prepared for this next session. Okay. Well, made some travel, made some progress. I think I should have fixed the character art, but like you guys have already started to narrow down your search on him, so I don't know. Things I might have done differently, but that's for next time. Hope you guys had fun.
I think all of our suspicion was kind of pointed in one direction, as was.
I'd assume two directions, because also the mayor, but or not the mayor, the sheriff.
I more got the impression that the sheriff was helping cover up for this guy.
So, before anyone runs off, how are we looking for August 9th? Any scheduling issues for that week?
I think I'm good.
I don't foresee any Sundays being an issue for me anytime soon.
Cool. I still check in every week because like things can come up, but any issues
I
for you, Broncos?
can't promise my birthday weekend will be a good weekend, but we'll see.
That's fair.
Like a Sunday or everything, but we'll see.
We can see how that looks closer to that time.
Okie dokie.
And
Yeah,
Loki,
that should
any
be good
issues
for
for
me.
you? Alright, cool. All right. The plot will start to pick up soon, so I know it's been a little slow so far, but don't give up hope just yet.
Yeah, this is killer for my ADHD because I want to do other things.
What other things do you want to do?
Well, I like to multitask. That's why I play the video games if they keep my attention. So I wanted to like set up like a game of what is it? That word game so I could play with my community while we waited.
I'll see what I can do to help that, but I don't know if there's anything I can really do. Where was the waiting an issue just for helping me plan better?
Okay.
Oh, probably when other people were doing things. Yeah, there's not really a way to not have that be an issue.
No, that's okay. It's an ADHD thing, and I just have to deal with it.
That's fair.
I feel like a lot of
Alrighty.
that's taken care of by the initial, initial investigation. We were all kind of spreading out to get information. Now that we're
Yeah.
getting more into, like, we're zeroing in a little bit more, there's probably less need for us to split up. So that might naturally take care of itself.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah, I
see.
will say on that, like, this doesn't really help that situation, but if you had gone westward, there were more side quests that, like, would have been given to you for more options on things, but just the way that when things went, you'll get those side quests later.
Give us more side quests on this side.
I
Oh Lord,
am
and Master Dungeon dude guy.
I am going to be probably doing that. I found a resource that adds things. I just haven't been able to read through that yet, but I'm sure there'll be stuff for me to add. Wasn't
we
really an
level up?
opportunity for no. You have to
Okay.
finish. You have to finish a
This-
job before you level up.
This was
next.
fun.
Okay.
I'm actually loving this.
All right, so I'll see you guys next week.
Okay,
Alright,
bye.
See you next week.
Bye.
All right, so we'll do this again next Sunday, and I'll see y'all then. So if y'all have enjoyed this, like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.